My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year, I have had chlamydia twice. So far.
Guys, welcome to Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. We talk about the crazies, we talk about the woke, and everybody that uses every little thing about them as an excuse. In other words, I don't know, I identify as one of 50 different things, and they get to get away with everything in college or many times even in the real world now. And online, these women can come up with and crazy leftist dudes can come up with all the excuses in the world, and they get away with everything in college. But what happens when you enter the real world? Well, the truth is the real world doesn't care, at least outside of academia and maybe working at Google and some of these other internet companies. When you go to work for a main company, many of them don't care. What happens when a cop decides he needs to pull you over because you were driving down the wrong way, down a highway or a one-way street? Well, this is a video. It's about 3.5 minutes long of a gal that tries to pull every trick in the book to get out of trouble because of her entitlement. So we're going to play through this. It's kind of fun. This is from TikTok, the place where the internet goes to die. And it's from an account called Police Clips. We're going to play this through. I thought you guys would get a kick out of this because this is what happens when, the real world hits one of these wokesters. So I'll play this through, and we'll talk about it as we go.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Why are you driving in the wrong way of traffic?
No, I just got changed around. I just moved here like 2 months ago.
Okay.
I just got changed around.
Okay. Do you understand what's going on, though?
Yes.
You're going into oncoming traffic.
I know, and I just decided that it was better just to turn around really quick. So,
okay.
But I'm sorry. I just have like really bad social anxiety and stuff.
Okay, there's the first excuse. I have really bad social anxiety. Okay, well, there's only two of you here, you and the police officer. So that doesn't really count as social anxiety now, does it? But moving on.
I get you.
I don't want to step out whenever you're asking for stuff.
Okay, well, we're past that. Just go ahead and step out.
As an indigenous person.
Oh, she's an indigenous person. Excuse number 2.
Right back here, please. Miss Perry?
Well, I'm non-binary, so.
Oh, but non-binary, so he got that wrong too. Oh, man. I tell you, this cop has more patience than I'd have with all this nonsense.
Okay. What do you go by?
It's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai?
Kai.
Okay. Hey, I'm smelling alcohol.
I know.
How much have you consumed tonight?
Like probably 3 drinks.
I need to run you through some tests right now. Stand facing me, please.
But I just want you to know that I also have very bad social anxiety.
Social anxiety again, even though there's still only 2 of them there.
Give me both.
Okay.
Okay. Any recent head trauma, traumatic brain injuries, anything I need to know about?
Mental, yes.
Shocking. Mental issues. Well, there's a surprise. Excuse number 4.
Focus on my finger, please.
I am. You're just like trying to intimidate me.
I don't know.
Oh, he's intimidating her by standing there, holding his finger up for the stigmas. I think they call it the stigmas eye test.
How I'm trying to do that. This is the test.
As you know, as an indigenous person.
Oh, she doubled back to indigenous again.
And there's a bunch of going around. I'm sorry, but it's just for me to be on my toes.
I get you.
Can you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary?
Oh, she went right back to the non-binary. See, here's the thing, right? This is what makes this so much fun for me. These young people today, they signal to each other, you can't say anything bad about me because I'm indigenous, or I'm bi, or I'm this, or I'm that, or and you're this, and you're that, and you're a angry white male, and you're straight, and you're whatever. It's always like word salad. And they use this to protect themselves from their horrible takes and ideas. See, it's fine if they attack you because, well, they have more victim points than you have. You only have 0 because you're white, you're male, and you're 25 years old. Where she, however, has 17 because she's bi and she's indigenous and she has social issues or whatever, and she's got mental illness. That's 4. Plus, you know, and this is how they rank themselves. You know, when you get into a society, and this is where we're going with this stuff, and this is why these people, no matter where they go in life, will always be losers. And I'll tell you why. It's quite simple. Because their power and their status is derived from being a loser. If you're a winner, you've won. You don't have any points to spend in this kind of arena. But if you have all these things in the world working against you, ironically, he or she who is the biggest loser is the winner. Do you see how they work this? So this girl, when she gets into a real world problem where she tries to use all her buzzwords and all her points to get her somewhere, it doesn't work. Now, again, this will work at, you know, media companies. This will work with woke technology companies. This may even work in a regular large company that is very public, you know, that donates to Bravo Lima Mike, and they do all the things for all the internet points. Where this doesn't work, though, is the mom and pop shop down the street, the grocery store that I've got down here, because it's not national. It's a small local chain. This isn't going to work when you try to do this at, I don't know, Bob's Lumber that is down the street here. That stuff's not going to fly either. It's only going to fly for the major corporations. You know where else it doesn't fly? It doesn't fly in the law. Now, ironically, in New York City and in L.A. and in places like that, it may fly. But it's not going to fly in small town, you know, wherever that they happen to be. This is why I think less and less, like the weirdos and the people that want to collect all the virtue points and everything like that, they're going to congregate in the cities. They're going to congregate in places like Portland and L.A. and San Francisco and New York and maybe some parts of Philadelphia, you know, other Memphis, etc. Because those points do get them somewhere with progressives. And in the places that it doesn't get them anywhere, say small town Georgia or something like that, they're going to leave because they don't have any power. Their mentality is not going to get them anywhere. I don't know what we're up to here, 4 or 5, and she's just going to loop back around and say, "Don't forget, I've got these issues." And the cop's like, "Yeah, I got you, man. That doesn't really matter where we are in this point in time." And again, he's the way he's conducting himself is very professional. It's more so than I would be. But the fact that he's able to maintain himself and say, "Yep, okay, well, whatever. That has nothing to do with what's going on here." I'll give him professional points for that.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes.
Perfect. I need to know if you have any injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or turn tonight.
Just mental.
Any physical injuries?
Mental, yeah. But no.
She said.
Okay.
She's talking really low there, but what she says is just mental. Okay, but that's not going to get you anywhere. PTSD and anxiety. So now we've got 7 buzzwords, I think, something like that.
Get you.
What else you want?
Now with your right foot, place it in front of your left in a heel-to-toe touching manner with your arms by your side, just like this, ma'am.
Can you not call me ma'am, please?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well.
Okay.
It means a lot to me.
I'm trying my
I
hardest.
don't feel like a man, so
Okay.
it's kind of triggering.
Right foot in front of
Oh, it's triggering for him to call her ma'am, even though she's obviously a woman.
your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing, just like...
I apologize.
Oh, the ma'am thing has thrown her so far off that now she can't walk in a straight line. The ma'am thing has triggered her so bad that she's off balance. Oh, this is, to me, this is fun. You know, I did a little bit of police work when I was in the military. But for me, this is fun because, again, when the entitlement meets the real world, she's going to lose every time.
Let's see if we can move forward from it. You have 0 questions?
No, but I just want to tell you that I suffer from really bad anxiety, especially with generational trauma and PTSD around white people and cops. Like, it's just...
Generational trauma, PTSD around white men and cops. You know, at this point, she's just like, I'm going to keep throwing words. Hopefully this will get me somewhere. Hint, it does not.
I'm going to speak with you right over here, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
Don't, dude.
Don't make it hard.
Please.
Don't make it hard.
No,
Don't. You're going to get a resistance.
Dude,
You're going to get a resistance.
I don't.
Don't resist.
Don't.
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't. You're being
Come
a
here.
white man and
Come here.
You're being a white man. You white man?
I followed all of your shit. Like, as an indigenous person, like, you
she's still pulling out the indigenous stuff.
guys. You guys are scaring me.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, there is. It's called
I love this video. I love this video. You know, as the young people today grow up, unfortunately, these are the people that are going to be running society. This is the Karen that asked for the manager because you, as an entitled white man, was mopping the floor and had a sign down and asked her to go use another aisle because the floor's wet and you don't want her to slip. And therefore, you generationally threaten her as a, I don't know, whatever. We shall think of something. She'll think of something. And this is where it's going. You know, for empowering people, for being empowered, and for, oh, I'm stunning and brave, and I'm empowered, and I'm better than you, and I'm awesome. These young women and men, but these young people are not doing very well. And they're going to struggle. And let's say, and this is why I say weak men make bad times. I mean, not me personally. That's why there's this expression. When these people are managing businesses, when these people are managing government, when these people are managing the law and the court systems and the police, I mean, look at Great Britain. Look at the UK specifically. The UK is a perfect example. You've got the law enforcement dancing, waving rainbow flags, dancing down the road, participating in parades. And if you show up with a Union Jack draped over your shoulders and you want to have a different point of view, the police warn you that you need to leave because there's more of them. And so you need to go, even though you have just as much right as they do. Well, to protect you, sir, in wearing your Union Jack and representing your country, you need to go because there's a lot more of them and they will beat you up or beat us up or whatever. And so we're going to let them rule by mob rule because there's more of them than you, even though you both have the same right. Or if you say something online and you say, hey, you know what? I think we've got too many illegal immigrants here in the country. They'll come ring your doorbell and cite you or arrest you for hateful speech, even though all you were doing is making an opinion. And that is a weak police force. Those are weak laws. And what's going to happen? The opposition, the people that actually hate your country, ironically, are going to grow in power. They're going to grow in braveness, and they're going to become even more of a problem because they can sniff out weakness. This woman normally she can sniff out weakness by using these buzzwords. You know, and what they do is when they sense weakness, they're going to go for it. And they're going to, you know, throw riots and scare people and throw threats and all this other stuff until you back down. And then they will step forward into that void. And as long as whether it's the UK or the United States government or Germany or Sweden or Finland or any of these companies that keep backing up on these policies, the strong-willed, bad-intentioned people will fill that void and will keep encroaching until it hits critical point. It's going to happen somewhere. Now, maybe it happens immediately in some areas of the country. Maybe it takes 10 or 15 years until the tendrils of this, this plague creep into society deep enough where it has a foothold. And what happens at that point? It all comes down. Because you can only, like this young lady's discovering, you can only use your buzzwords, and you can only lie, and you can only, make things up until everything collapses. And then you can point to the rubble and say, oopsie, this isn't my fault, but people will know better. And then we're going to see what's going to come up of it. We will see. We'll find out in very short order. If you're here on, I'm really going to basically leave it there. There's not much more to say. Right now, we feel like we're the ones that are getting the heat and getting hated on and are being kind of persecuted by the government. And that may be true. But ultimately, we'll be okay because we're sane. And we have good work ethic, and we have good morality, and we understand that this stuff is crazy. So ultimately, we'll be fine. When the house of cards comes tumbling down, we'll be fine. We may be getting a lot of hate. We may have to kind of keep our mouths shut and stay out of the way. Or, at some point, maybe we'll stand up and reality will come sinking home to where we're not the only one amongst 10 that is saying something, which I think is happening now a little bit. Or you can just kind of meekly sit back quietly and watch it all fall down and make sure that you personally are set up to where you'll be fine. We'll see, but these young people are... They need a lot. They need a lot of help, and they're in for bad times. Guys, if you're here on YouTube, join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com. We got movie night tomorrow for supporters. We do that every Saturday night. We're going to watch a couple of movies. Haven't decided yet. I think I'll do like Kill Bill and probably, Starship Troopers, something like that. I forget the name of it. That's a movie that a bunch of people asked for, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll do whatever. I take recommendations from the community. So if you want to be part of that community and watch the movies while we do live streams and chat about current topics, and we share memes and we goof on the world, join us. So again, over at betterbachelor.locals.com as a supporter today, I would appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.